Oh, that's a tarpon. It's a tarpon. Oh my God. That is a huge snook. I think he's got it. Got him. Oh. Oh yeah. This is a nice one. Come on. Get some ground on him. There we go. That's a nice trout right there. Holy cow, look at this thing. We're gonna measure him up. That trout tickle right there, man. That color. I just got slammed on that color today, guys. That doesn't say something. Oh, that's a tarpon. What's up, guys? Chris from One More Cast. So I just got on the water. Made it in a really good time. Sun's about to come up over here in a little bit. It's gonna be pretty low winds today. It's gonna start from the east. Eventually it's gonna shift over and come from the west, but it's not supposed to get super windy today at all. Really low tide today, but it's gonna be an incoming tide all day. I think that it bottomed out at 1 a.m. It don't peak. High tide's not till 5 p.m. so it's gonna be an all day incoming tide. It's real slick over here right now. There's a lot of mullet on this flat, but I got here a good time. I got top water tied on. I got that new mullet, the Multron by Z-Man. I got that tied on. I'm gonna try that out today. I'm gonna head over to that little cove over there, see if I can see any tarpon roll in, or maybe get a nice snook out of there. And then eventually I'm gonna work my way to wading the flats over here. But seems like it's gonna be a good day. Not a lot of wind and stuff, so I'm gonna get out here, get over there, and get the fishing. I'll see you guys soon. Oh, that's a tarpon. It's a tarpon. Oh, let go. Yeah, it's a tarpon. I can see it. He's right there. He got caught up in that sludge. He's sitting right there as a little tarpon. Nice. So real quick, I want to show you guys, I finally got me some of these Busby boxes right here. And I got one for my hard lures, then my bait hooks. I got one for all my jig heads and, you know, weedless hooks and stuff like that. This is the one I primarily use the most. And then I also got one for my GoPro stuff, because I was carrying it around in a dry bag in the GoPro case. I wanted something that was going to be more water resistant, so I can keep my batteries in here, keep my extra pieces to my GoPro in here, and then I can actually keep my GoPro in here also, and it keeps it very waterproof. You can submerge, you can hold these underwater and no water will get in them. So finally made the upgrade to these boxes. They seem like really good quality boxes, so just want to show you guys that I did make the upgrade to these boxes finally, and I was super excited for that. Oh wow, I don't know what this is. He's taking off though. I don't even know what it is. Whatever it is, it's hauling butt. What the heck is it? Holy crap! This is probably the biggest lizard fish I've ever seen. Holy crap! This thing's heavy. I've never seen a lizard fish this big. big this guy is. You got a little trout on. Not a big guy. Yeah, this little guy. Just a little fella. Little tiny guy. Alright guys, just want to do a quick rundown real quick. Show you guys my kayak before I start wading and everything I've done to it over the past, couple months. So my cooler, this thing works awesome. I've loved this cooler. It holds ice all day. This is my milk crate. Finally got it finished the way I wanted to. I got these hook clips right here, carabiner hooks. This will clip right here when I'm not using it. When I'm using it, just unclips like this. And I have a bungee here, so it's less shock when if it's windy and I'm sitting here bouncing back and forth. It's less shock on the milk crate and has a little bit of give to it. I got one on both sides. Got one right here too. All my rods fit in here perfect. And also when I'm done using my lures and stuff, since I don't like to put them right in the tackle box, I like to rinse them down first. Now I can just hang them here, and whenever I wash down my kayak, I can wash down all my hooks and all my lures. It works out great. Finally upgraded, got these Busby boxes. I got one for all my GoPro accessories. And I've also got one for my jig heads and my weedless hooks. And I got one for my lures and my bait hooks. They're fully waterproof though, and they're just more durable, a lot better boxes to have. Since I'm gonna have my milk crate, I want something that's fully waterproof. You can actually submerge them under water and water won't get in them. Alright guys, so I'm gonna anchor down right here real quick. I just had a really big red chase my bait up. My GoPro's about to die though, so I didn't get it because I've been trying to save this battery, but it was a nice red. So I'm gonna go ahead and anchor my kayak down and start walking this. That way I don't have to worry about my kayak getting in the way. Alright, so maybe something a little bit more finesse will work. Try this jerk shad. Usually if I can't get them to hit the paddle tail, I can usually get them to hit this jerk shad. Alright, I just had a redfish swiping at the thing so hard. Then I hit a school of mullet and he turned away. That stuff always happens. Look, see, he messed it up. It's coming out the side now. I gotta rehook it. He almost got it. Almost got it. I'll say normally if I can't get him to hit a paddle tail, I can get him to hit a jerk shad. Cause I want something a little bit more subtle. Let's see if we can get him to hit it at it again. Oh, look at him. He wants it bad. You guys seen that? He wants it bad. When he swiped at it, it messed up. He wants it bad. So when it's really calm like this, really clear, calm, this is when being very, stealth is the most important. Because you don't want to get close to these fish at all. You don't want to get nowhere near them. So that's why a jerk shad hits the water very light. It's good to have a really good pair of sunglasses so you can see further out. Usually in these situations I'll put my hood up. That's why I like the hooded shirts, because the hood will actually block out some of the sun and you'll be able to see a little bit better. Now I'm seeing a lot of sheephead. I just haven't seen a snook yet. And jerk shad's probably one of my favorite baits to use for snook. You can skip it very easily. love that twitching motion of a jerk shad too. There's so many sheep's heads over here. That's a trout. Is that a redfish? That's a redfish right here in front of me. Look at him. That's a redfish. Look at him. Oh, there he goes. Alright, so it's starting to get hot. There's no wind. Believe it or not, my ankle feels a little bit better. Still sore, but feels a little bit better. Something I want to do in the future though is, you see all these pinfish? I want to get some pinfish, and I want to target some snook with pinfish. These pinfish are everywhere right now. I know a really good spot over by the trusses. I know a really good spot over by the sandbar that holds some pretty nice snook. But I'm not really seeing too much. Super hot out though. You can definitely tell winter time's over. I'm hoping to get a snook or something off this corner. But there's no wind. And I like wind, at least some wind. I like about 10-mile-an-hour winds, 8 to 10-mile-an-hour winds. That's ideal. It's not too much. It's just enough to, oh, that's a big snook. Holy sh! Oh my God, that is the biggest snook I think I've ever seen. Oh my God. That snook is huge. Holy crap. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but that was a big snook. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. I'm actually on my way back to the kayak launch now. It got real hot real fast. The wind, it shifted to the west now, so it's coming from the beach side, and there's no wind at all. And sometimes it's nice to have not a lot of wind for paddling and stuff, but I enjoy having a little bit of wind. It makes the bite a little bit easier. Now, I probably could have stayed and caught a lot of trout earlier. When I was first getting up to that bar, there was a lot of trout hitting, and you know, there's a couple guys beside me that were, I mean, they were catching trout left and right, but I really wanted to get into some snook and redfish. I mean, trout are fun to catch, but I really wanted to come out and try to find snook and redfish. So morning started off great. I jumped the tarpon. I lost it, but you know, I jumped the tarpon, and that's one of the fish I wanted to come out and try to get today, was a tarpon first thing this morning. And what happened was my line, actually, when he jumped and he came back down, the line landed on some of that nasty seaweed that was floating on top. I think what happened is it released some pressure, or I don't know what happened, but as soon as that happened and he landed, I felt him for a little bit, and then he just pulled off. So, but it was still fun. It was fun to get on video. It was fun to, you know, hook into a tarpon. That was the first time I really used those Moltrons, so I'm glad they worked. But it was a slow day, but I seen a lot of fish. You figure I probably seen about 15 reds or so, if not more. I had them chasing my bait, they just weren't committing to it. I had a couple snook last minute, you know, follow the bait up, but they just didn't commit to it. So I'm not gonna say it was a bad day. Just didn't land a lot of fish. I only landed, you know, a small trout and that lizard fish. So I mean, catching wise, yeah, it was a bad day, but as far as seeing fish, finding the fish, getting them to at least be interested into my baits, they were very interested into my baits, and I didn't get one to commit is all. But other than that, I still feel like it was a good day out on the water. Just being out here, you know, I got to, you know, really dissect a new area out here, and I'm glad I did that because that looks like a really good flat. I feel like I'm gonna catch some fish on it eventually. But it just got really hot, bluebird skies. I mean, no wind. It's real uncomfortable even being out here anymore. But since I really didn't have a very productive day fishing wise, that's why I took time and I went over my kayak, and there's a little bit of something to put in there so it wasn't just me missing some fish and catching small trout. But that lizard fish was probably the biggest lizard fish I've ever seen. That thing was huge. But that's why I went ahead and did the video of my kayak, show you guys what it looks like out on the water, what it looked like not in my tent, and so you can get a real good look at it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time that I post a new video. I just recently made an intro for my videos. I've been trying to collect a little bit of footage and a little bit of moments that were fun moments out here on the water for me. So I put those into a real small intro, so now I actually have an intro to my videos. I hope you guys like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's really hot and the sun's just beaming down on me. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Remember guys, it's always time for one more cast. I'll see you later.